Blue Protocol is a beautiful upcoming AAA budget anime-inspired MMORPG developed by Bandai Namco, the very same development studio behind popular titles like the Tales of franchise, Scarlet Nexus, God Eater 3, Code Vein, and even the upcoming Elden Ring and Digimon Survive games. Yet even though Blue Protocol is as anticipated as it is currently, there are plenty of people out there that continue to ask me, what is Blue Protocol? With people even going as far as not even recognizing what the game is when I feature gameplay of it in other videos. It is with this in mind that today I want to take several minutes of your time and walk you through what Blue Protocol is and why players are as excited as they currently are. Now, before we go ahead and jump into today's video, if you want to stay up to date with everything concerning Blue Protocol, go down, click that subscribe button, and become part of our community. Alternatively, if you want to go ahead and join us when we stream Blue Protocol during the next beta test, go ahead and follow us over on Twitch at twitch.tv/MMOBite. We stream there every single week, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I feel like one thing that we all have in common as MMO players is that we are used to disappointment. Well, actually, no, but at the same time, yeah, but that's not really what I was going for here. As MMO players, we're all looking for an amazing new game to play to fill that void that's present. We've tried everything there is, Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, The Elder Scrolls Online, and while they are all great games in their own right, none of them really scratch that itch for a new next generation title I feel that a lot of us are expecting to emerge any moment now. And don't get me wrong, we have got plenty of fantastic looking new MMOs launching in both 2021 and 2022, but none of them have the same anime aesthetic that Blue Protocol does. Blue Protocol is an absolutely gorgeous upcoming anime MMORPG. It is set in a unique world filled with both magic and technology. As I noted earlier, this is being developed by Bandai Namco, a Japanese developer. This is not your typical South Korean or Chinese MMO. Japan is known for making some pretty high quality titles, specifically MMOs like Final Fantasy XIV and Phantasy Star Online 2. Traditionally, anime MMOs do utilize tab target combat systems. I'm guessing this is in part due to the depth and the complexity of anime games or a general lack thereof. Blue Protocol, however, utilizes a very fast action combat system, meaning that if you're someone with poor reflexes like myself, then you're likely going to see yourself underperforming, which is fine considering that there's no functional PvP system found within the game to really require a form of competitive play. Yes, this is a 100% PvE MMO. There is no PvP whatsoever, which I'm well aware is not going to appeal to everyone, as there are plenty of people out there that absolutely need PvP in a game to garner any enjoyment out of it. But on the other hand, there are equally as many, if not more, players that rather have a deep PvE environment to play in. And this right here is going to cater to those players in specific. Combat provides players a reticle with which to aim your abilities, including both your left click and your right click on your mouse. It has quite an extensive skill system, and as of their latest live stream, is making a number of alterations to provide greater class identity for players. As an example, if you're playing the mage class, you can opt to spec purely into a fire build and play as a fire mage, or alternatively as an ice mage. Or if you really want to, you can go full support and become a support mage. This applies to all classes and will give players a substantial length of freedom with which to customize your character in whatever way you want. The world of Blue Protocol is very large. During the last beta test phase, we got to explore a total of 2 different regions. These regions were filled with varied areas, NPCs, enemies, and items to farm. Since then, Bamco have revealed a desert biome with more planned as the game continues its development process. I do say region here, as much like Final Fantasy XIV and Guild Wars 2, Blue Protocol does utilize a segregated world. What this means is that you're capable of exploring everything almost without limitation, but there are small loading screens separating the regions from one another, as opposed to an MMO like World of Warcraft or Black Desert Online. I didn't really find much issue with this personally, as the monsters were plentiful and there were always players moving around and between zones. As the game is segregated, there are going to be channels preventing players from overloading areas. This isn't something new, rather many MMOs already employ a hard limit on how many players can concurrently occupy a single space at any given time. I was surprised that Bamco confirmed this will be between 25 to 35 players per instance, but there's plenty of room here to expand that if players are concerned enough with these limitations. The towns, of which there will be multiple, are non-combat areas that allow for an exponentially larger number of players to concurrently occupy channels, with each channel specifically allowing between 100 to 200 players at a time. I saw this firsthand during the beta test when there were hundreds of players all lined up dancing around the city square. This sense of activity within the community is something that I've been longing for a while now. Even though the game is anime inspired, utilizes an action combat system, and has a large world filled with content, dungeons, raids, what actually sets us apart from other MMOs? There's an interesting Imagine system in place, Imagine being monsters that you can summon in combat to provide beneficial bonuses to your character or be utilized to engage enemies. Alternatively, they can be used to craft gear as well. Speaking of gear, interestingly enough, Blue Protocol has taken a unique approach to the game in terms of gear acquisition, where typically you find gear from monster drops, quest rewards, or from slaying a boss monster. Instead, in Blue Protocol, you'll farm materials and craft all of the gear yourself. This is reminiscent of Monster Hunter for fans of the game, where you'll move out to the field, you'll go through dungeons, you'll complete raids, and farm the materials required to successfully craft gear that is best in slot for your respective class. If materials are guaranteed drops from bosses, then this will in essence remove the RNG element from gear farming, allowing for players to much more easily catch up to players that started the game much earlier. As of August 2021, Blue Protocol is still in active development. The team over at Namco have confirmed that they are making extensive progress on the game. However, they're continuing to alter functions and features to better appease the player base in an attempt to make the best possible MMORPG they can. And honestly, there's no point in rushing a game, because a rushed game is bad forever, where a delayed game might eventually be good. We have been eagerly anticipating playing this game since it was announced back in the middle of 2019. While it was revealed via live stream that Namco had a goal to release the game within Japan in 2021, and then subsequently Western countries the year after, it does not look as though that is going to be a possible goal to meet. It's looking progressively more likely that we will be seeing additional beta tests over the course of 2021, with a full release in Japan in 2022. However, if the game does end up being delayed, which I am almost certain it is going to be, whether we will still receive the game in the West the year after does then remain to be seen, as delays may be seen in other departments like localization. Realistically, it does seem plausible to receive the game in North America and Europe sometime in 2023 at this rate, but I would suggest you all brace for potential news of a later release date than that even. Blue Protocol is one of the MMOs that I am genuinely anticipating more than any other. It is a gorgeous anime game developed by a AAA developer with a very long history with anime games, and specifically successful titles at that. The action combat, the anime aesthetic, the focus on PvE content, the customization over your character, both in terms of physical appearance and your class overall, the large immersive world, the JRPG narrative that we've all come to love. These are facets of the game that are going to truly make it a noteworthy contender, a combatant in the fight for the MMO player base. And while this is going to first and foremost be a PC MMO, Namco did confirm their intention of releasing this onto consoles at one point, likely the PlayStation console in specific, somewhere down the line if there is enough interest to warrant it. But until then, this is likely going to be one of, if not the largest free MMORPGs on PC when it launches. And I cannot wait to be there day one playing this with all of you, making this game our new home.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it.